Hello, people. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, indeed. How many of you people grew up watching all of those family oriented shows of the past? I'm talking about the shows that started from the 1940s all the way up into the 1970s. I mean, those very old shows like The Munsters, The Addams Family, Gilligan's Island, The Brady Bunch, and all those other shows along those same lines. And then stuff a little bit more intense like Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley. So now you get where I'm coming from. Like, how many of you grew up watching those such shows? Well, they use TV to trick people and lie to them too. Like, they lie to kids with those TV shows. Like, they trick the kids into believing that all parents are all nicey because the children on those shows never ever get whipped. They never get beat with horse whips, with belts, with pipes, with battery casings. They never get whipped with tree branches, extension cords, belt buckles. So when kids grow up in life, we watch those shows. Like, eventually, as children, we realize that they're lying to us because all parents ain't like that on that TV show. That, like, all families don't sit down and eat a dinner at a certain time of day. A whole family. That don't happen precisely at that same time, where this woman always has something delicious in the oven, such as pot roast and potatoes, or lamb chops and something else. And she always makes a perfect, healthy, wholesome meal that everybody likes. And then everybody comes in, like, what do they say? Hey, it's 5:30 a.m. Come and get it. And then everybody's like, yeah, dinner time, and they run down. I mean, everything seems wholesome like that, and everything is wholesome on TV. Like, all those shows do things like that, where everybody runs around like frolicking, happy-go-lucky, like gallivanting around like they're in the sun or something. Like, everything is just all perfect life, perfect joy, perfect scenery. And it's like the problems that they always bring upon themselves are outside of traditional social problems such as poverty, hunger, homelessness, and etc. So it's like, but we like that. We get that those type of people have problems too. It's just many of us haven't met those type of TV people in real life. I'm not only saying it because they get 3 square meals a day instead of peanut butter and hot sauce sandwiches on a rye. Be like, give me a couple of them sandwiches. That probably tastes better when it's 2 of them instead of 1. Yeah, well, those shows are used to lie and trick kids. They even trick parents with those shows because they try to teach the parent the correct way to treat the kids, but the parents don't listen and say, hey, forget what they saying. I'm going to go get the belts, the whips, the chains, the tree branches. The belt buckles and all that, and then force my wheel. That's what the parents would say. Too many of them haven't listened to those TV parents, especially not in my neighborhood, because it's that much serious in my neighborhood. So parents are a little bit more stricter that way because kids have to grow up tougher, and because you stand a heavier chance of going to prison by coming out of my neighborhood, like in the inner cities or that. You stand a higher chance of going to prison than somebody that grew up in a big fancy mansion out somewhere by the lakes, and they get like 3 square meals or 4, including brunch, all of that, and they got a horse to ride, they got a few cars, nice cars. They can have 50, 60 cars if they want, but they're like, oh, I'll just keep 3 and I'm good. I'll trade this in, dear butler, and get another one when the time comes. Like, they treat everything like that, like it ain't serious. Like, hey, master, Wayne, would you like me to get the Rolls Royce out? Then he's like, very good, Mr. Hopscotch or whatever the name he called him. Like, and he's like, they like that's normal in that society. But you tell me that in my house, I'll be like, what? Did you say what? Get the Rolls Royce out? I'm like, man, I'm gonna call up the entire hood, get the Rolls Royce, get the Ferrari, get the Lambo, get the everything, get the homies, the homegirls, and we having a big party. Like we doing it big that night. Everybody gonna be drinking fine champagne while eating finer caviar with big lobster pieces to themselves, like dip them in butter sauce, like, big pieces, That's how it be. Yeah. Well, folks, I'd appreciate it if you would give me those likes, comments, and please subscribe to Detroit Miracle.